But right now, we've got to find out who will be the new #1 contender.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Golden Six-Shooter Elimination match. The winner will become the #1 contender for the Impact World Championship. Introducing first, he represents Moose Nation. He is Moose.
Only former world champions to compete here in this matchup. Moose enters the Golden Six-Shooter Elimination match. The winner will go on to No Surrender to challenge Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. Who's gonna come out on top? We'll find out next. It is time for our main event, the Golden Six-Shooter Elimination match, the winner of which will move on to the No Surrender event. That's on Friday, February 24th in Las Vegas, live on Impact Plus, Fight TV, and YouTube for our Ultimate Insiders to challenge Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship.
And no matter who wins, there's going to be a big championship pedigree in that match because all these participants are former world champions in Impact Wrestling.
And the final participant, accompanied to the ring by Alex Shelley, he is one half of the Impact World Tag Team Champions, Chris Sabin.
Chris Sabin, a former Impact World Champion. He accomplished that feat back in 2013. Has been on a roll as of late with Alex Shelley in the tag team ranks, both in New Japan Pro Wrestling and here in Impact, trying to get back to the top of the mountain here in this company.
He's going to have a hell of a mountain to climb to get the opportunity in this six-way scramble matchup. You talk about chaos we've had in Impact Wrestling in the last couple of weeks. This match is going to be the embodiment of chaos, I have to believe.
This is the Golden Six-Shooter Elimination match. Eliminations are garnered by pinfall, submission, and by disqualification. They will count as eliminations in this match. However, there are no countouts. Inevitably, with the new Director of Authority, Santina Morella, there's some unique wrinkles to some of the things that have come up lately.
Yeah, there's always something unique with Santino, as right now, two champions of the spear here.
Oh, the two biggest men in this match, two former Call Your Shot Gauntlet winners as well.
But which one's gonna give?
Oh, and right to the eyes. Moose goes to the eyes. Former Impact World Champion who captured his title initially in 2021.
Moose, who came up short against Joe Hendry at Hard to Kill, looks to rebound and climb the high mountain all the way up to the World Championship once again.
Two Impact legends here who tangled as recently as the four-way elimination match for the Impact World Tag Team titles at Hard to Kill. Now it's Sabin and Callihan. Imagine if Callihan brings the Impact World title to the hands of Diener.
Well, that's literally Diener's charge for Sami Callihan. If he's to prove that he is truly wanting and deserving of being in the design, his charge tonight is to bring that #1 contendership and bring that championship home.
Remember, for Callihan, that shaved head was step one. Step two was expressing his obedience to Diener and Diener's commands. Only by permission from Diener is Callihan competing here in this Golden Six-Shooter matchup. This is step 3 for Callihan in his initiation.
That's right. He's proven that he's willing to give in, shaving his head. Proven that he's willing to follow orders. Can he continue on this path? Sabin now turning things up.
Sabin leveling Moose. Still no eliminations yet here in this Golden Six-Shooter match. Sami Callihan and Rich Swann, who have a very complicated history, very emotional history. At one point, these two were tangling back in 2019. And a vicious rivalry that emerged from what was a true friendship.
Yeah, no, they spent years on the road together. I mean, Rich Swann even lived with Sami Callihan at one point. Excuse me, Callihan anymore. It's still strange for me to say. But right now, both of them fighting for the opportunity to become world champion.
And now Swan leveling the competition at ringside. Take a look at this here on the outside. You had Moose and Eddie Edwards, and Swan targeted both of them. He also got Chris Sabin in the process with his senton off the apron. And Raywell, let's not forget that once upon a time, it was Rich Swann who competed in a matchup against Kenny Omega. Oh, with the Impact World Championship on the line. Ultimately lost that match to Kenny Omega. And one of the stipulations was that he would not get a rematch for the Impact World title following that match.
Yeah, you hear us talk all the time about those contractual rematches, etc. Swan was not able to get that, but we know he's been on record as wanting to get a championship opportunity specifically against Josh Alexander, but all these men would.
Now Rhino, 2001, captured the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, and then at the first Bound for Glory in 2005, defeated Impact Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I'd argue one of the most important World Championship victories in the history of this company.
One that's very important for Rhino, and one that he would desperately want to get back to. It's been a minute since we've seen the War Machine on top of the mountain.
Could we be approaching an elimination here? And now Moose into the ring.
And
the spear from Moose. And look at Callihan capitalize. Cover. Callihan eliminates Rhino.
Rhino has been eliminated.
Imagine the irony. Rhino was once manipulated by Violent by Design. Now Callihan in the clutches of the Design. This Golden Six-Shooter match continues here on Access TV. We are back here on Impact Wrestling. This is our main event. It's the Golden Six-Shooter Elimination match. The winner becomes the #1 contender to Josh Alexander's Impact World Championship come the No Surrender event on Friday, February 24th in Las Vegas.
Whoa.
Oh!
What a drop kick from the wrestling god.
Rhino's already been eliminated by Callihan, and now Moose is going to work.
Moose in a very strong position here to perhaps earn an elimination, but Sabin fighting all the way through. So much on the line for everyone in this matchup.
Oh! Tornado DDT to send Moose packing. Oh, and a kick out. The only way to earn eliminations are by pinfall, submission in the ring, also via disqualification. However, there are no countouts in this Golden Six-Shooter match, the brainchild of Santino Marella.
Yeah, I actually really love those decisions by the director of authority here at Impact Wrestling. Is Sabin now on a bit of a roll here, plants Eddie Edwards.
Another tornado DDT. Movie fans, be sure to tune into HDNet Movies on Wednesday, February 8th at 9 Eastern, 8 Central to watch a double feature of Val Kilmer, Real Genius, and Thunderheart. Access TV is your Huckleberry. And now Callihan sending Swan into Sabin.
Oh! The twisted genius of Callihan there, using Swan as an improvised weapon against Chris Sabin.
And listen, there are still glimmers of the man we once knew as the Death Machine, but I can't imagine Rich Swann recognizes the man he's looking at right now.
See, there's a little, that's a flurry of the Sami Callihan we know. Will he complete this transition, this path to the Design? I don't know. But so far, he has been dedicated.
And now Swan.
Oh!
Splash out of the corner to eliminate Callihan. Kick out. So far, just one elimination here. 5 men remain.
Callihan rolls out. Swann forced to turn his attention to Eddie Edwards here. That's the thing. You have to constantly be bobbing and weaving, turning your attention to whoever is available. Get the eliminations that you can. Swann right now, though, denied.
Eddie Edwards, who defeated Jonathan Gresham 2 weeks ago at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. We saw Gresham get back to his winning ways earlier on tonight. Eddie Edwards, of course, a two-time Impact World Champion.
And let's not forget, in that effort to continue to put his past behind him, it was his past that literally rose from the dead at Hard to Kill. PCO's got to be in the back of Eddie Edwards' mind, which is huge in this matchup with such big stakes.
One for the backpack stunner there. Swan. Had his dealings with Honor No More last year, as did Sabin, and Eddie Edwards finding some offense here. Went for a power bomb.
Rich tried to counter, but not to be.
Still connected with a power bomb. Now trying to eliminate Sabin, and Sabin able to kick out.
Back to the drawing board for Eddie Edwards, whose personal life has bled into his professional life and has probably had his brain a little bit in the scrambler as of late. Especially with the return of the French-Canadian Frankenstein PCO, but it's time to focus on the world title.
And listen to the fans here in Atlanta chanting for PCO, the backslide. It nearly cost Eddie. Now Sabin. Sabin just launched.
Edwards proving why he is a former world champion here. Woo!
Tiger Driver, the cover, and a kick out. Sabin staves off elimination.
And look at the frustration building up on Eddie Edwards' face. He's been on a roll here. He's had big move after big move after big move, but still has not earned an elimination. Oh my God. He's back!
PCO wants Eddie Edwards. And now officials and security coming out.
Good luck to them. There's not much that can stop the freak.
Remember, there are disqualifications in this matchup that would count as eliminations. That's why the officials try to keep PCO away. Now the cover. Sabin eliminates Edwards.
Eddie Edwards has been eliminated.
The distraction of PCO does enough, and it helps eliminate Edwards.
The past will not leave Edwards alone, but alas, this match must continue.
We are down to 4. Sabin eliminating Edwards.
Moose, the wrestling god, has obviously found his bed, has been biding his time, and has picked this moment to strike. Can he eliminate Sabin here?
Imagine if Moose were able to come full circle and make it to no surrender and dethrone the longest reigning Impact World Champion of all time, his great rival, Josh Alexander.
I have to imagine it would validate Moose to take that championship away from the man who took it from him. A journey come full circle at no surrender. But first, he's got to get through this golden six-shooter, and Sabin is in the way right now.
Sabin standing up here against Moose. Sabin's taking a lot of punishment at this point in the matchup. And look at the standing Uranagi. Moose, sense of urgency here, hand in the face, and a kick out by Sabin. What aggression from Moose here tonight.
It is that resilience that has led Sabin to multiple tag team championships and, of course, the world championship. But how much more punishment can he take here?
Moose rushed into the corner, ran into the turnbuckle, and what a kick by Sabin.
Standing Enziguri there is now maybe looking for that tornado DDT, denied by Moose.
Coming in a spear. Cover. Moose eliminates Sabin.
Chris Sabin has been eliminated.
Moose is rolling. And Swan tagged Moose. The golden six-shooter elimination match continues. We're down to Callihan, Swan, and Moose in our main event. We are are back here on Impact Wrestling. This our main event. The Golden 6-Shooter Elimination match is down to 3. It's Swan, Callihan, and Moose. The winner will move on to the No Surrender event on Friday, February 24th in Las Vegas to challenge Josh Alexander for the Impact World title.
Oh, God. Great minds think alike. Championship minds think alike.
Now look at Swan battling back against two men that he once called friends and developed into some bitter rivalries.
But this one is all about the opportunity to face the walking weapon for the World Championship.
Oh, look out. Cover by Swan. And Callihan rolls out of the ring. There are no countouts in this match. Oh my God, and now Moose takes Swan off his feet.
That was a smart move by Callihan, because you have to get a pin or a submission in the ring if you want to get it done. But this opens up the door for Moose to do a lot of punishment.
And eliminations can also come via disqualification. Very important in this matchup, a caveat put down by the Director of Authority, Santino Marella. Right now, Moose is tying up and decimating Rich Swann.
And a great job, Moose, targeting that knee. We know the kind of high-flying offense that Rich Swann likes to use. It's a lot harder when you got a bum leg, I'll tell you that much.
And Swan screaming out pain as Moose continues the assault. There's a point when Swan first arrived here in 2018 that he and Moose saw eye to eye, were friends even. Moose was kind of helping Swan, and then just something changed for Moose. Things got ugly between these two, and it ultimately came to a conclusion in a unification match regarding the Impact World Championship and the TNA Heavyweight Championship. That was ultimately won by Swan.
Business, money, power, championship gold. It can make a man see red. It can turn a friend into an enemy. Moose is a prime example. It's hard to believe Moose was ever anybody's friend the way he lays out punishment like this.
God. It looked like for a moment there, Ray, while Moose could have gone for a cover, could have gotten an elimination perhaps, but instead he opted for more punishment. There's a part of Moose in this match that has a personal vendetta, and he's looking to express that.
Got a little bit of a bone to pick with Rich Swann. A little bit of bone to pick with almost everybody, it seems. Really wants to make Swann pay.
And Swan gets to the bottom rope. That'll break up the submission attempt there by Moose. Moose willing to take his time here in the later stages of this Golden 6-Shooter Elimination match, trying to capture an Impact World title shot at No Surrender. And goes back to the knee of Rich Swann.
I can do this. Oh, damn.
And Moose just continues to just destroy Rich Swann here, especially the knee. So much of Rich Swann's offense requires him to fly all over the ring. Oh, wait a minute, Swan! Swan got Moose!
Moose has been eliminated.
And that is the scrappy resilience of Rich Swann that led him to be an Impact World Champion. Can he pull through this and get there one more time? But Tom, we are now down to 2.
Oh, now look at this. The design. Diener, Angels, and Khan coming out to ringside.
They know they can't get physically involved.
Time for the last step. Take him out.
The last step in Callihan's initiation.
Take him out. Take him out.
If Callihan takes out Swan, his initiation into the design is complete.
A former rival, a former friend.
Take him out, Callihan.
could be the ultimate sign of loyalty to Diener and the design. But is this conflict we're seeing on the face of the former Death Machine?
Think about what Callihan's already done. He shaved his head for the design. He showed his obedience to Diener, and now is he willing to destroy his once close friend, Rich Swann? Oh!
There's the stretch muffler, but wait
Wait a minute! Swann nearly had Callihan! And now Swann trying to get back up to his feet. Oh!
Rich, who can barely stand Tom at this point in the matchup, still continuing to fight.
Oh, and look at Swann! Big shots to the head of Callihan.
He's clubbing forearms.
Oh, and a low shot there by Callihan. Power bomb. And now Callihan into the cover. Oh, and Swann able to kick out. But look at how Callihan countered.
Floating right in to an ankle hook there. Going back to the work that Moose had already done earlier. Rich Swann, luckily, gets to the ropes quickly.
Swann gets to the bottom rope. That'll break things up. And Callihan feeling the effects here the last few moments. But how conflicted is he mentally over this? These are two men who have known each other since they were teenagers, lived together at one point. This turned into a gruesome rivalry 4 years ago.
So much history, but with so much on the line. Right now, they both continue to fight.
Oh! Oh, what a kick by Swann! And Callihan is down. The design, if they get involved, it would draw a disqualification, and Callihan would be eliminated.
Oh! 450!
Cover! Swann is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Rich Swann!
Rich Swann outlasts everybody. Swann is gonna get what he's been asking for months. An Impact World title shot against Josh Alexander.
He outlasted 5 other former world champions. Pedigrees abound, and made his way, punched his ticket to no surrender. But Tom, Diener is still in here directing some kind of traffic.
Swann is trying to talk some sense into Callihan.
This isn't the man that Swann came up in this business with, spent so much time with. Diener trying to get Callihan to finish the job here.
Oh! Diener! Diener striking Swann and a con and angels all over Rich Swann.
Two of the design's original most loyal members doing the dirty work now. Diener directing traffic.
And Diener wants Callihan's obedience.
May have not got the job done in the match, but can he prove his dedication now?
Oh, wait a minute! There's Yuya Uemura!
Oh, coming to the defense of his tag team partner Delirious, who was a victim of the design not too long ago.
Yuya trying to get a piece of the design, and now it's angels all over Yuya.
And this one is broken down quickly. Hey, look out!
Oh, look out! It's the Impact World Champion Josh Alexander and Frankie Kazarian.
Looking to even the odds a little bit here.
And it's an all-out melee here in the Impact Zone.
The design, having the image they hoped to create here tonight, spoiled.
Swann, Uemura, Kazarian, and Alexander fighting off the design.
Now it's Bedlam in the Impact Zone.
Oh, now look at Alexander, the longest reigning Impact World Champion of all time. Now in a C4 spike on Diener, who was saved by the design.
The design thinking better of it, getting out of dodge. But what have they started here?
This absolutely exploded here in the Impact Zone, but we know this. Come no surrender, it's Swan and Alexander for the Impact World Championship.